What is going on, everybody? WeedleTwineedle here, and we're backing out with an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be an overused tier battle. Hooray! I know you guys have been complaining for my lack of overused battles, but I got you. This one's going to be an OU battle against a person I battle off my Discord server. Now, I'm using a pretty fun team today. I'm using some movesets you guys suggested, such as Last Resort, Porygon-Z. I don't know why I'm actually doing this, but I am. Power Trip Primeape with the Adrenaline Orb, and I'm using ZEN Darmanitan for fun. And weakness Polycelestial, you know, the rest of my Pokemon are pretty standard. My opponent's team is the epitome of standard. Let's just hop right into this battle against Sanada. And if you guys are enjoying my Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle content and really want to support my channel, let me know by leaving a like on the video, as it keeps me motivated to put out these uploads for you guys, and it helps out my channel a lot more than you think, and it's always appreciated. So on the first turn, we lead off with our Tapu, T leads off with Coco, I lead off with Bulu. The Terrain Wars, this is how we OU. So we're able to win the Terrain War temporarily because we're slower than Tapu Koko, and Tapu Koko really can't touch Bulu because I'm so deaf, so she's gonna go for the Volt Switch onto the first turn, just, you know, get on out, and Volt Switch is gonna do very little damage because the Electric Surge is no longer there. She's gonna Volt Switch out and bring in her Ferrothorn, which is a little bit annoying, as I'm just gonna go for a dual screen. I do have dual screens on my Bulu because I do bring this Tapu Bulu to like every overused battle because I don't play this cancerous tier, so I don't really have that many Pokemon for this tier as you would expect. Now I'm gonna go for Reflect as well because I know my opponent's gonna go for Stealth Rocks, and even though it's kind of bad for my team, I may as well just get my Reflect while I can. My opponent's going to go for the Stealth Rocks because there's no way I'm staying against a Ferrothorn, so she's going to lay up her Stealth Rocks. Give it to me. Okay, I do love Stealth Rocks on turn 2. And basically, I'm just like, alright, I'm going to switch out because staying in isn't really well advised. I'm going to switch out hard into my Darmanitan, not even mad, because I just want to hit this thing with a fire type attack. My opponent's going to predict my switch, goes for Leech Seed, which is a very solid move. My opponent really likes Leech Seed, as you'll see later on in this game. Yeah, Leech Seeding my Darmanitan is kind of annoying because we're going to lose health every turn, but at the same time we are ZEN Darmanitan, so like the fact that we are Leech Seeded isn't really that bad because once we reach half HP, we can, you know, get into the ZEN Darmanitan so we can actually do something useful. Hooray! So I'm going to go for the Flame Charge here because we don't have Sheer Force, we do have Zen mode, so we actually do get a speed increase, and Sheer Force doesn't cancel out the speed increase because Sheer Force doesn't allow secondary effects to happen. I wish Zen Mode Darmanitan existed with Sheer Force, but it doesn't, so, you know, we gotta use Zen Mode. But I'm really hoping Toxapex chooses to Scald me, or, you know, I just really hope she does. I'm like, please Scald me. I have weakness policy on this thing, just please Scald me. I know you want to Scald me, but she's probably just going to lay up some T-Spikes against me instead. But either way, I got to keep clicking Flame Charge as my opponent actually decides to Scald me. And I'm like, yes! As long as it hits me under half HP, which it does, I'm able to activate my weakness policy. And now we are at under half HP. We have double our speed stat, and Grassy Terrain does not take us over half HP, and the Leech Seed actually helps us out because if I wasn't Leech Seeded, I probably would be over half HP, and so Zen Mode wouldn't actually activate. And so I'm actually like happy my opponent Leech Seeded me for now anyway, as now we're actually able to, after the Grassy Terrain disperses, we're actually able to activate Zen Mode, transform into blue balls. The freaking Zen Mode triggered! And now I can just hit the thing with a Psychic, and now we get to do the signature thing in WeedleTwineedle videos, one-shotting Toxapex. Good night, bitch. I hate Toxapex. Good night. Doesn't even get to haze me, and now we're at +2 speed and +2 special attack, so we're gonna do a shit ton of damage right now. My opponent's gonna bring in Ferrothorn and hit me up with the Protect, and I'm like, I see exactly where this is going. So I kind of realized my opponent actually has no counterplay to this Darmanitan outside of Leech Seed stalling me, unless Tapu Koko outspeeds me, which it might because, you know, Tapu Koko is fair and balanced. But I do have +2 speed at level 50, so I don't think Tapu Koko's stats can scale that high. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go for Fire Blast. My opponent brings in Charizard. We almost one-shot it. I really wish we did because now my opponent can Leech Seed stall me even more, and I only really have one more attack in me unless she, you know, pivots correctly. And I just kind of wish I didn't get Leech Seeded, but at the same time, I got a little bit ahead of myself thinking that Zen Darmanitan was going to do something in this game. But I mean, we killed Toxapex with it and Charizard X, so I really can't complain. My opponent's going to Mega Evolve in this Charizard X. I'm just going to hit him up with the Psychic at +2 special attack and one-shot the Charizard. I should have probably Psychic anticipating Charizard to switch in, but like, to be honest, I didn't really play that well in this game, as you'll see. My opponent's going to bring in Ferrothorn, and I know she's going to Protect on me yet again, so I'm going to switch out because I'm going to save my Darmanitan as Death Fodder. I'm going to bring in Porygon. because I do have Last Resort on this Porygon-Z, and I should not run this Porygon-Z set. If I was Z conversion Porygon-Z, whew, we would have been in such a better situation, but no, we're going to go for the normal Z move. It looks like we're Z conversion, but we are not. We are actually a really bad moveset, Z Sharpen, so we're going to turn into like some geometry real quick, turn into a square, or a cube. Wow, I just like inhaled and like snorted at the same time. That was disgusting. She's gonna go for the power up. We were able to tank it okay. I kind of wish we tanked it better, but now I'm gonna go for the +2 Last Resort with Adamant. Let's see how much damage we can do. It did nothing. Granted, we are against the Ferrothorn, so doing half health to Ferrothorn with a resisted attack isn't really that bad, but I kind of wish it did a little bit more, as Power Up was able to knock out my Porygon-Z. That's pretty much as far as I would have gotten with the Porygon-Z set in this battle. So there you go, guy. I hope you're happy. You got your Last Resort Porygon-Z. Now, please stop asking me to use this garbage set. Oh my lord, I'd rather use Sleep Talk Last Resort Komala. Anyway, I'm going to bring in Primeape here, as my opponent's going to go for the Protect to scout up my move, because I am Choice Scarf Primeape, quote unquote, because every Primeape is Choice Scarf, am I right?
Wrong!
So yeah, go to close combat into the Protect to do nothing, because, you know, Protect, and Ferrothorn's back to, like, green health, which is really obnoxious. And now I know my opponent's going to switch into Landorus-T or Mew. I'm not too sure which one, but he does bring in, or she's going to bring in Landorus-T. Activate Intimidate, which is going to activate my Defiant ability and give me +2 in our attack, and I'm expecting the Landorus-T to switch in, so we actually get Adrenaline Orb too, because we are Adrenaline Orb on the Primeape, and now we're going to go for the Bulk Up, so now we have a lot of stat increases for Power Trip, which is amazing, and my opponent probably thinks I have the Ice Punch, which is why she's going to be very afraid and switch out, but I don't have Ice Punch actually. Well, actually, wait, I do, my bad, I do. But I just wanted to click Power Trip. So I click Power Trip here. She just bring in her Mew, which is going to get one shot by the Power Trip. So down goes the Mew. I could have went for Ice Punch there, but I mean, I just want to click Power Trip. So we're going to Power Trip, one shot the Mew. In comes Landorus-T yet again. Activates Intimidate, which is pretty bad for my opponent because we're going to get another Defiant boost. She's definitely playing around this Primeape pretty poorly. And I do have Ice Punch, but I'm just going to click Power Trip anyways, just because I want to. I'm pretty much the only time I'm ever going to use Power Trip Primeape. So we're able to knock out Landorus-T with Power Trip. Good night, Landorus-T. So you one-shot both Landorus-T and Toxapex in this battle. So this is a good battle so far. In comes Tapu Koko, and I really wish I ran Earthquake over Ice Punch. I definitely should run Earthquake over Ice Punch for like Toxapex and Tapu Koko and stuff. That'd be amazing. But I go for Power Trip here, which was actually weaker than Close Combat. But I just want to click Power Trip, okay? Can you blame me for wanting to click Power Trip? So she's gonna knock me out with a Specs Thunderbolt. As down goes my Primeape. I should have definitely clicked Close Combat there to weaken him a little bit more, but I don't know, I kind of misplayed my Primeape. I kind of misplayed a lot in this game, as you'll see. Gonna bring in my Tapu Bulu, activate the Grassy Surge because this is how we overused, and get rid of the Electric Terrain, which means my opponent's going to be forced out. And right now it's 4v2, so it's looking pretty good for us, but now I realize I lost Zenmo Darmanitan and I lost my Primeape, so my way of dealing with this Ferrothorn is to Nature's Madness it on the switch-in. So Nature's Madness gonna do a little bit of damage, but because of Grassy Terrain and Leftovers, Grassy Terrain's actually gonna work against me here and give the Ferrothorn a lot more recovery than I wanted. So yeah, this Ferrothorn's gonna be a pain in my ass because I don't have Superpower on this Bulu. I have Nature's Madness, Horn Leech, and Dual Screens. Pretty bad set, I know, but I don't use Brainless Pokemon, and they're, you know, their most viable manner. So I sack off my Darmanitan here just to scout out the Ferrothorn's move, and she just go for Power Whip, which is, you know, respectable. And I should just stay in with my Tapu Bulu and just go for Nature's Madness and the Horn Leech, but then Tapu Koko could just clean me up, so it's not worth. So I'm gonna bring in So Fun. Now, this name is supposed to be misleading because my opponent probably thinks I'm like a Flamethrower Gay Celesteela, but nah, B. I am not that set. I'm actually Autotomize with physical attacks, and so I don't actually have Flamethrower or Fire Blast to hit Ferrothorn. So basically, I'm gonna struggle very, very much with Ferrothorn. Somehow my opponent just realizes I don't have Fire Blast and brings in Ferrothorn again, as Earthquake's going to do 0 damage, and I'm like, it's okay. Earthquake is going to be like a 3-hit KO, not that big of a deal. But now we're going to start Leech Seed styling. Hooray! And yeah, Earthquake does not knock off Ferrothorn. It lives with red health, as now she's gonna hit me with the Leech Seed. And I'm about to get Celesteela, but I don't deserve this shit, guys. I don't use gay Pokemon like Celesteela and they're like gay manner. I don't deserve to be Leech Seed stall. Come on. But yeah, my opponent's gonna Leech Seed, go for the Protect, hit me up with the Magic, as I predict the Protect. Actually, I don't go predict the Protect. I really can't predict Protect because like I have Autotomize. It's not really gonna help me in the situation. So she's gonna Leech Seed, get all of her health back. At least Grassy Terrain's gone, so we don't have to worry about that. But she's gonna hit me with the double Protect, and I'm like, oh, yeah. That's what I wanted. And now Ferrothorn's back to green health again, and I'm just like, if I was just running the gay ass Celesteela set, this wouldn't be an issue, but this is what I get for having fun and overused. And now Ferrothorn's back to like over half health, and I can't do anything to it. Like, I literally can't. My opponent taking Ferrothorn for late game was definitely the correct call, because somehow she knew I wouldn't run a gay Celesteela set, because this is WeedleTwineedle's channel. We don't run boring movesets for content creation purposes. My opponent, it doesn't stop my opponents from running boring movesets, that's for sure. And now she's back to half HP again. I'm like, staying in here is going to make me lose the game. So I'm going to bring in Bubble Butt here. I literally have to go for defense drops with Liquidation because I have no other play. Like, I literally can't do anything to this Ferrothorn at all. Going to go for Liquidation here. Hopefully we can get defense drop or something, but we don't get the defense drop. And we're going to take Iron Barbs, but we do dodge Leech Seed, and I'm like, yes, that's what we needed. We needed to dodge a Leech Seed, but I mean, even then, like, Ferrothorn's just so bulky, like, it's going to take 0 damage from Liquidation. Hope we get a defense drop, and we're able to, and I'm like, yes, yes! And yeah, my opponent's gonna go for the Leech Seed here, hit me with the Leech Seed, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't even matter. She's just gonna Leech Seed stall me, and there's literally nothing I can do. She can just switch out into Coco to reset the defense stat, and it's not looking so hot for me. But I know she's gonna protect again, because that's all this guy does is protect Leech Seed, protect Leech Seed, protect Leech Seed. Very fun playstyle. I can respect that. I know I'm using Celesteela, but I'm not using a gay Celesteela, so there's a difference. Now, I'm just going to lose to a Leech Seed, because even though she's at -1 defense, Earthquake's going to hit. It's going to do some damage, but she's able to hit Leech Seed and just go, do what she does. But she misses Leech Seed, and it's just like, that was definitely deserved, though, honestly. Like, I know it kind of sucks for my opponent, but no, it doesn't suck for my opponent. It sucks for me. Get out of here, Ferrothorn. Holy shit, dude. Fuck Ferrothorn. Oh, my lord. If I was just running gay Celesteela, this wouldn't have been an issue, but alas, that's what I get for trying to have some fun. Now, in comes Tapu Koko, and Tapu Koko could potentially win depending on what set it's running. I'm assuming it's Choice Specs, because I think Shiny Tapu Koko is locked into Timid Nature, so I mean, I could be wrong, but your Dazzling Gleam's gonna knock out my Celesteela with a crit. Obviously, it didn't matter. And down goes my Celesteela. Unfortunately, we couldn't activate Weakness Policy with the Celesteela, but what can you do? In comes my Tapu Bulu, and yeah, Tapu Koko shouldn't be able to beat me 1v1 unless she crits me with Specs Dazzling Gleam. Hoping that does not happen, but we'll see. She does go for Dazzling Gleam here. We are able to live, thankfully. Now we're able to retaliate with a Horn Leech and knock out the Tapu Koko. And that is going to be the end of the battle. We're able to defeat Sarada Uchiha with a 2-0 victory. And oh my lord, that was so painful to sit through. I'm sorry if you guys got bored of the Ferrothorn installing, but my opponent was like, please upload this battle. And I'm like, ooh, I mean, I got Zemo Darmanitan to do work, so I guess I will, but oh my god, the ending was brutal. I just speed it up by a shit ton just to make it, like, narratable. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this waifu battle against Sarada. It was a pretty long fight-out battle, but we're able to win with our memes in the end. If you guys did enjoy the Wi-Fi battle and really want to support my channel, I would appreciate it very, very much if you hit the like button, as it's always appreciated. And yeah, the question of the day is going to be, which defensive Pokemon is your least favorite to play against? Let me know in the comments down below if there's a certain wall you despise facing more than others. Now, after this game, I'm gonna say Ferrothorn, but normally Ferrothorn isn't really an issue for me. It's just like late game, I didn't have the means to deal with it, so it was kind of a problem. It's more of like defensive cores with Ferrothorn. Like, if you look at this guy's team, he has Ferrothorn and Toxapex, which makes a very nice defensive core with Landorus-T as well. I don't know if Landorus-T was offensive or defensive though, because the Ferrothorn had Stealth Rocks and Landorus-T didn't, so I have no idea if the Landorus-T was defensive or not. But yeah, I cannot stand those defense cores and overuse with freaking Celesteela, you know, Toxapex, Ferrothorn. Dear God, help me. And I mean, I just don't like those cores. Another Pokemon I hate facing very, very much is ALLA. I hate ALLA. I know no one uses it, thankfully, but just Regenerator plus Wish is so freaking annoying. Oh my god. And I just hate Fatmons. This is, I mean, it's really hard for content creators to make, you know, entertaining content when they face like fat walls. So it's just like, I don't like facing them more than normal. Like, I don't mind facing them on Showdown because people could win with it, but when you're trying to make fun waifu battle content and people bring like Toxapex Ferrothorn and just try to Leech Seed for their win, like, no, like, come on. Whatever. I mean, if people want to win, they want to win, but I mean, it was just not really a way I would want to win in a fun Wi-Fi battle, but whatever. Let me know in the comments down below which defensive Pokemon is your least favorite to play against at the moment. But of course, thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I'll check you guys next time. Bye.